Hi, welcome to another edition of Oh Heavens, where we're looking at questions about heaven that are related to heaven and help us understand heaven just a little bit better. And so we do it through a series of questions. The question comes in, we answer the question, and it kind of gives us all an answer because a lot of us ask the same questions. So in this particular episode, we're going to ask the question, where do angels reside? Well, the answer to that is simple, wherever I am. Oh, you don't believe that? You don't consider me to be an angel. I'm somehow hurt, deeply hurt to the core that you would not think that. But kidding aside, yeah, heaven is the dwelling place of angels. That's the answer. And, that works out really well for us because the series is entitled Oh Heavens, and we're talking about heaven. So the answer to the question, where do angels reside? Heaven. Because the angels really do belong exclusively to God. Angels are the angelic messengers, the heavenly messengers. God has created each one of them. The best definition of heaven is that it's God's dwelling place. God says, heaven is my throne. And that's where the angels tend to work and live. I would add play, but I don't know if angels play. But they work and they live there. They inhabit the throne room of God because they belong to God. But also keep this in mind. When Paul tells us to set our minds and hearts on things above in Colossians 3:1-2, he points out specifically that heaven is where Christ is, and angels are there too. Paul just doesn't put them in the spotlight because Jesus is the focal point of what we're supposed to know about heaven. Matthew 18:10 says this, I say to you that in heaven their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. And so, where all these angels hang out, when they're not watching over you, when they're not at war somewhere behind the curtain, where do they live? Where do they reside? Well, according to Scripture, they are in the dwelling place of God. And that helps us understand that angels are real. We know where they go. We know where they come from. And we know that they serve a purpose. And their purpose as a messenger of God is to make sure that we hear what God needs to say, but also help accomplish the work of God in the world around us and in each one of our lives. So, short answer, in heaven. That's where they live. And you can take that to the bank. It's the truth. Wouldn't lie to you. And we'll continue our look at heaven in the next episode.